Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining me today. My name is Todd Menard, and today we're going over the White Mountain and surrounding area real estate market statistics. Let's get right into it for the week, October 27th. 99 days closed on market this past week, a 6.92 months supply. Absorption rate was at 14.46. Average list prices past week, 505,167. Average sale prices past week, 451,126. And our list price to sale price retention came in at 97.22. Looking at active inventory, up a little bit to 1,006 available units. Pending is sitting at 25, and closed units month to date at 122. Looking at new listings taken, we took 43 new listings this past week. That was up 26.5%. And our days on market for active inventory is 119.8, and for closed at 99. Taking a look in the lower left-hand side, which gives us two breakdowns. The upper part, the active inventory by price range, tells you what the number of units are in each of those price ranges, the days on market for that price range, the percentage of the entire active MLS inventory that price range represents, and of course any changes is further to the right identified, going contractions going in red and increases in product going in black. The lower section is closed units by price range, and this is month to date, so you'll be able to see where the primary market segments are and what the days on market of those properties that have closed were as an average days on market, and then again what percentage of the entire closed that segment represents. Taking a look at the spreadsheet where everybody gets to be the expert. Why? Because we do week over week comparisons, we do same period last year comparisons, and we do month over month and year over year all in one chart. So we took 34 listings last week, and this week we took 43. That's up 26.5. Last year we took 36 listings. So again, the market is a little better right now, at least a few more sellers putting their properties on the market. Active inventory is 1,006 units. There's one short sale and 6 REO units, bringing the total non-distressed inventory to 999. But of that 1,006 units, currently there's no coming soon. 81 condo and townhouse combined, 5 factory built, 199 manufactured homes, 2 modular homes, 58 park units, 2 ranch units, 3 multifamily properties, 661 site-built homes, and 6, that number's got to be a little off, 6 new home constructions. I believe that was in the 60 range. I think it was 61. So again, that's a little bit of a difference there as far as inventory is concerned. Taking a look at pending is at 25. We were at 19 last week, 32 last year, so that's a good sign. There's more properties in escrow right this particular moment at any given time than last year. 122 is where we are closed units month to date in comparison to 143 last year. So we'll see. We got another week, 10 days left, not 10 days, but at least another week left to see how that ends up, because of course, more properties close at the end of the month than at any other time. Taking a look at month supply, we're finally under 7. We're down to 6.92. That's 14.46% absorption rate. Looking at the median list price, or median price for closed, is 400, down about 45,000. So all that really means is the properties that actually closed this past week averaged about 45,000 less as far as the median is concerned. Looking at the days on market for sold is sitting at 99, down from 122. I knew that 122 couldn't last forever. That was just kind of an anomaly number. Maybe some of the properties, obviously in this case, that have been on the market for quite some time, is what actually recorded that past week. And then, of course, my favorite is the list price to sale price retention. How much did the seller retain? Well, on these homes that have closed in the last week, the seller retained 97.22%. That was up from 96.4. So about 0.8% more the seller kept. Understanding again that it's not always about the discount from the list price that we're worried about right now. You'd have to go into the marketplace, do it for that particular community, find out what the list price to sale price relationship is in that community, and then also take a look in that community at what the concessions tab says. How much did the seller offer in concessions? Those two pieces are paramount in you being able to appropriately build an offer on behalf of your buyer, and also it's something that is necessary for you to know when you're presenting these offers to the seller, so the seller's prepared, that knowing that that's what's happening in their neighborhood. And then of course the seller gets an opportunity to negotiate what's important to them. But it would be ignorant for either party to enter into a negotiation not knowing the relationship between the list price to sale price retention and the concessions offered within the terms and conditions of the contract. If you don't have those two pieces, I think you're winging it. So, and certainly enough, I don't think we're bringing enough value to the table for a seller to make a good decision. And then from the perspective of a buyer, what does the buyer need? When you had the buyer talk to the lender and the lender did an estimated settlement sheet, just like we would with a seller, because obviously now you're contractually obligated to your buyer, unlike prior. And so in this particular case, you want to know what the buyer's total out-of-pocket projections are going to be. And then at that particular point, including compensation. And at that particular point, you're able better to build based on these numbers I just described, the list price to sale price relationship, along with the concessions, to be able to package that particular contract such that you know how much money's on the table. You're not leaving any money on the table, but more importantly, you're using that money appropriately for that buyer to be able to accomplish what they're setting out to do, which is own a home. And that's really what we're all about. Thanks, you guys. Hope you guys had a good week. Let me know. And next week, I'll see you with some new numbers. Have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye.